Well, how are they getting on?
Who?
England. Last I heard, it was 90 for 3. West Indies could be on the verge of a breakthrough. Haven't you been watching?
Rex, I haven't got time to watch television. I've got all this mending to do.
Oh, I see. Then why's the set still warm? You've been to Kempton Park again, haven't you?
Yeah. At least it's more interesting than cricket.
What are you talking about, Susan? Nothing's more interesting than cricket. The whole match is in the balance. I thought at least you could have watched. What I'll get now is Pipkin.
I did see some of it.
Oh, good. What happened?
I can't remember.
Well, something must have happened.
A little dog ran on the pitch.
Is that supposed to be a summary of the day's play? A little dog ran on the pitch. Thank you, Richie Benno.
Rex! I'm not going to have that on the dining room table again.
I just want a close look at Robert when it comes on again. I think he's dragging his foot.
Wouldn't mind, but you don't seem to know what you're eating anymore. Last night you took a bite out of the table mat. If you're that interested, why don't you go and take a couple of days off and go and see?
Oh, I can't. You know what Fletcher's like. Hates me taking days off.
Well, you're entitled to them. You gave up a week's holiday last year.
No, be fair, Susan. He was very good about my dental appointment.
That was only because you said the dentist was hurting you. The truth is, you're an armchair sportsman.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You put your back out watching weightlifting last year. I don't know why you're so mad about the cricket. You're never very good at it.
Very good at it. That just shows how much you know about cricket. I happen to be a very good middle-of-the-order batsman. I mean, what about that innings at Cromer? I'd have had my 50 if the tide hadn't come in.
They were only wolf cubs, Rex. Besides, they couldn't get you out. It's your ball.
The fact it was my ball had nothing to do with it. Anyway, what about that catch last night when the lads were playing in the road? I mean, I ran 20 yards to take that ball.
Yeah, you had to drop next door's baby to do it. I didn't know where to put myself.
I wonder who that can be.
Probably the MCC asking you to stand by. Hope you got your pads white.
I knew it. They've had it in the bath again.
Oh, no.
Who is it? Ask them if they know the score.
Oh, yes, I'll tell Rex. Oh, I know he'll be very upset.
There's been a collapse.
Well, I know it was expected, but I mean, it's still just...
I knew it. They're all out.
Oh, I'll tell everybody here. Bye-bye.
Oh, well, never mind, Susan. There's always a second innings.
It's not that. Uncle Jack's dead.
Oh. Oh, I'll get you a drink. Poor old Uncle Jack.
Why is it always the best to have to go, Rex?
Well, he was a long time going, Susan. He was 86.
What's that got to do with it?
Well, he had a very good innings.
I knew we'd get back to cricket. Can't you think of anything else?
I'm sorry, Susan.
What upsets me is we saw so little of him in the past few years. Why didn't we have him round more often, Rex?
He used to spit in the fireplace.
Is that all you can say? Uncle Jack's dead. Can't you remember his good points?
Yes, of course. What good points?
He had a lot of good points. We shall miss him. He was the only one who could cut the budgerigars' claws. You wouldn't know.
Yeah, well, you never liked his drinking.
No, I don't deny that since Auntie Minnie died, he did seem to try and find solace in the bottle.
Susan, he wasn't finding solace. He was celebrating his freedom. He was a happy drunk.
He wasn't a drunk.
Well, you asked the budgerigar. I mean, it's a wonder Jack didn't take his legs off. He wouldn't whistle for 2 days after.
Rex.
Is he going to be cremated?
Of course not.
No, they'd never get the fire out.
You made one more tasteless remark.
I think we ought to take death more naturally.
Oh, I'm glad you feel like that, Rex. Because we're going to have the funeral from here.
What?
Well, Uncle Jack lived alone, and as we're so handy for the cemetery, well, Mother thought...
Oh, I'll bet you did. I can see it all now. They'll all be here. I mean, wailing and groaning and fighting over the spoils. There'll be more fuss made over him now he's dead than there ever was when he was alive. Well, I'm glad I won't be here to see it.
What do you mean? Of course you'll be here.
Oh, no, I can't afford the time, Susan. We're very busy.
Mr. Fletcher can't refuse, not for the funeral. After all, Uncle Jack used to dig his garden.
That was ages ago.
Well, he won't have forgotten.
No, he's still finding the bottles.
There you are, then. Shall I go and ring Mr. Fletcher now?
Oh, no, Susan. I'll do that later, in the office.
Oh, good. Red, if you don't mind, I think it would be nice if we just sat quietly and thought about Uncle Jack.
Oh, yes, all right. Who rang up?
Father. He was very upset.
Yes, of course. He didn't mention the score, did he? Is he in a good mood, Carol?
No, he's busy Lizzie's dead.
Oh, no, that's done it.
He seems all right to me. He hasn't torn the wings of a butterfly all day.
No, I'm serious, Harry.
Honestly, Rex, I don't know why you're so afraid of him. I'm not. You should be more like me.
Oh, do you think so, Carol?
You should be more natural with him. I am.
Do you think it'd work, Harry?
What?
If I was more like Carol?
Oh, I don't know. He might object when you run your fingers through his hair.
You look worried, Rex. What's the matter?
I want Tuesday off.
Oh, no, you can't. We're too busy.
I know, that's what he'll say.
I know what it is. You want to go to the test match.
That's right, Carol. While we're slaving away, he'll be sunning himself at Lord's.
I knew you'd think that, Harry, but it's not true. As a matter of fact, I happen to be going to a funeral.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rex. I didn't know. Who is it?
Susan's Uncle Jack. Nice old chap. Only right I should pay my respects.
Yeah, sorry, Rex.
Yes, it's all right, Harry. There are other things besides cricket.
When did he...
Yesterday, just before the tea interval.
Well, what's the problem? Mr. Fletcher won't refuse. He's never refused a funeral.
Ah, but there's a snag.
What sort of a snag?
I buried Uncle Jack last year.
Oh, well, I shouldn't worry. Mr. Fletcher won't remember.
Oh, yes, he will. He knew Uncle Jack. I had to talk him out of buying a wreath.
Well, you just have to think of somebody else to bury, won't you? I mean, who's next for the chop? How about your mother-in-law?
Oh, no, I can't do that, Harry.
Oh, I see. I suppose that's against your principles.
Not really. No, I buried her last month.
Not another one, just to see a cricket match.
No. The Open Golf Championship.
Well, why go to all these lengths, Rex? Just ask him for the day off. It's your holiday. You're entitled to it.
He won't just ask him. He gets more like Bob Cratchit every day.
No, I don't. I'll show you. I know my rights. I'll ask him straight away. Mr. Fletcher, I wonder if I could have the day off.
That's very good, Rex. I like that, a day off.
No, I'm serious, Jay. I mean, I'm entitled. This is the 20th century. I'm not Bob Cratchit.
Bob Cratchit? You're nothing like Bob Cratchit. Bob Cratchit wouldn't spend half his mornings in the washroom.
I don't quite understand you, Jay.
You've been listening to the test match, haven't you? You've been taking your transistor into the toilets.
I think you must be mistaken.
Oh, I don't think so, Rex. Not unless you're in the habit of sharing a cubicle with John Arlon. I could hear you, Rex. You were in there for 10 overs, 7 of them maidens. Now, you have to pull yourself together. Discipline's going to pieces out there. The manager's just been down having a word. He's just seen Burke in the hairdresser's. Now, who let him go there?
Well, his hair does grow in the firm's time, JF.
He wasn't having his hair cut, Rex. He was having a shampoo and set. A day off, indeed. What do you want a day off for, anyway?
Oh, well, it's because,
Yes?
Yeah, well, I'm not feeling too well.
But you're never ill, Rex.
I know.
And you, I should take care if I were you. There have been a number of sudden deaths in your family. What seems to be the trouble?
Well, I keep getting these, dizzy spells.
Dizzy spells. You don't have this prickly feeling going up your arm, do you? Like pins and needles.
Yes.
And occasional pain in the chest.
That's right. What is it?
I wish I knew. I have it all the time. No, but they say it's nothing. They say don't worry. Mrs. Fletcher thinks I worry too much. But I notice she's increased the insurance.
Will it be all right then, JF?
It may have been those injections I had last year when I went abroad for cholera. Have you ever seen cholera, Rex? It's not a pretty sight. And my arm's still swollen. I must be the only man coming to work with cholera in the left arm.
Well, I thought if I could have a couple of days off.
Certainly not. There's no point in giving way to it. Don't want you turning into a hypochondriac.
All right, JF, as long as it's not infectious.
Infectious?
Well, you never know, and I have been nursing the children.
Oh, yes. And what's the matter with them?
Mumps.
Mumps. Keep your distance, Rex. It can be extremely painful, especially for a man of my mature years.
And we don't want your face swelling up, Mr. Fletcher.
You'll be lucky if that's all that swells up there. I should take a couple of days off. Go and see a doctor. Don't come back until you're feeling better.
Thank you, Jan.
Well, what did he say?
He said it'd be all right, Harry. It's just a question of knowing how to handle him.
Oh, is it lunchtime? Doesn't time fly when you're working hard?
No, it's not lunchtime, Burke. I'm going off sick.
What's the matter?
Dizzy spells.
I've had those.
Yeah, you spent too much time under the dryer.
I wish I could go off sick, then I could watch the cricket. Trouble is, there's nothing wrong with me.
Are you sure, Burke? There must be some small fault in that superb machine you like to call a body.
I've got dandruff.
But I'm afraid you can't have a day off for that, Burke. Not unless it's terminal.
I would like to watch the cricket. Ooh, do you know what the score is?
No.
Go on, Rex, let's have a listen.
No, all right then, come on.
Come on.
Harry, I shouldn't go near Rex if I were you. He may have mumps.
Ah, so that's what he told you, was it, J.F.?
It's no joke, Harry. Our postman had it. Couldn't ride his bicycle for 6 weeks.
Well, I am no doctor, J.F., so it's not for me to say that he might be
Malingering?
Yes.
How? What?
The test match is at a crucial stage, I believe, J.F.
Oh, I'd forgotten the cricket. Of course. Do you know my trouble, Harry? I still believe in people. Look what happened when Burke went off with his sinus. I was quite worried about him. I went to visit him with grapes and a bottle of rosehip syrup. Do you know where I found him? Halfway up a ladder, painting the house. If Rex thinks he can get away with this old trick...
No, well, you mustn't be too hasty, J.F. After all, he could be genuine.
Yes, we must give him the benefit of the doubt. Where is the little faker?
I should think he's in the,
Gents?
Yes.
Right. Hello, Burke.
Mr. Fletcher.
What was going on in there, Rex?
I was just showing Burke how to work the change air.
I thought you were going off sick, Rex.
I am, Jack.
I can hear voices, Rex.
What?
Coming from your coat.
You want to see a doctor, Jack? I think I'm going to be going to have one of my
Decided to get up then?
Yeah, I thought I'd come and give you a hand.
Well, that'll make a change. All you've done so far is watch the cricket. I don't know why you had to take 2 days off just for that.
No, Mr. Fletcher insisted.
Was he upset about Uncle Jack?
Oh, yes, very.
I thought he would be. He's been past the house twice.
What?
Mr. Fletcher, driving very slowly. I suppose it was a sign of respect.
Susan, don't you think we should draw the curtains?
I thought you didn't believe in that sort of thing.
No, well, I mean, today's the day and your mother's coming.
Oh, well, in that case, why don't you mow the lawn?
Oh, no, I can't do that, no. And the grass isn't too bad.
Not too bad. It's like a jungle out there. We can't even find the lawnmower. Well, if you won't do that, you can at least fetch some rolls from the shop.
Oh, no. I get it all wrong.
Rex, you haven't been outside the house for 2 days. What's the matter?
Nothing. I'll hoover the lounge. There's a coffin in the lounge.
I was going to mention that. It's only Uncle Jack.
I'm glad it's someone we know. It's your mother's idea, I suppose.
Well, she thought he ought to be surrounded by his family at a time like
Yeah,
this.
but he couldn't stand this family. If she was so keen on the idea, why didn't she have him? Or wouldn't he go with her decor?
There's no need to fly into a panic.
I am not flying into a panic. But what about the children? They're going to notice something's up. Unless you've told them you've got a new coffee table. I mean, this could have a damaging effect on them.
It's all right. I've sent them next door.
Oh, thank God for that. I mean, they must have been frightened out of their wits.
No, they kept trying to get the lid up.
They must have got this from you. I mean, I didn't realise I'd married into such a morbid family.
I can't understand you, Rex. You were so good when we buried the hamster.
Uncle Jack was not a hamster.
If you feel like that about it, why don't you go next door?
Certainly not. I'm not. What makes you think I'm upset? Where are you going?
Get the rolls.
Oh, no, you hang on. You stay here. I'll go.
Rex, why have you put on those dark glasses?
Oh, well, I haven't got a black tie. I thought it'd be a mark of respect.
He wasn't in the mafia, Rex. Oh, come in, Mr. Fletcher.
Ah, Susan. Hope I'm not disturbing you. I know it must be a rather trying time.
Oh, not at all. It was good of you to come. Oh, thank you. He's in the lounge.
Good. How's he looking?
I don't know. Mother said she thought he looked very peaceful when she saw him.
Splendid. In the lounge.
Yes. Do go through. I'll just put these in water.
Rex? Just as I thought. Not here. Suppose he's stretched out on the boundary by now. I wonder how they're going to get out of this one.
Lovely flowers, Mr. Fletcher.
He doesn't appear to be here, Susan.
You're leaning on him, Mr. Fletcher.
What? I had no idea. Oh, my dear Susan, what can I say? It must have been very sudden.
Well, yes, but we had expected it for some time.
Oh, yes, of course. Those dizzy spells. Poor Rex.
Well, actually, he pretended not to mind, but he was very cut up about it, really.
I suppose he would be. You seem to be taking it very well, Susan.
Well, life goes on. No good moping about it. After all, he had a good innings. We can't live forever, Mr. Fletcher.
Well, I always felt he was in the prime of life.
Well, I suppose he was more active when he was with you. I always thought he was a bit past it, really. It's ages since I've seen him, you know, and it's years since he's been in here. Then he started developing these little habits, you know, the drinking, spitting into the fireplace, that sort of thing.
I'd no idea. When's the funeral?
This afternoon.
Isn't that a bit quick?
No point in hanging about. We're putting him with Auntie Minnie.
Are you? Isn't that a little unusual in the circumstances?
Well, I suppose some people would think so. Of course, they used to throw things at each other, you know, but they were very happy, really. He'll be company for her.
Well, if there's anything I can do, are you all right financially, Susan?
Oh, yes. We're all clubbed together, you know, trying to cut the costs as much as possible.
Well, if there's anything I can do. That it should come to this.
Mr. Fletcher, whilst you're here, would you like to see Rex?
Oh, no, thank
Really, silly, I'm brown into your bed. Hello?
you. Can I have your attention, please? Are you two down? Afraid I have some rather sad news.
England are all out.
No, they're not, Burke. As you know, I've just been to see Rex, and I've discovered that Rex is no longer with us. He's gone to a far better place.
Not the electricity board.
No, Harry. I mean that he has passed away, rather suddenly.
Oh, not Rex. I can't believe it.
Neither can I. Are you sure, JF?
But of course I'm sure. I've seen the coffin. No one goes to those lengths for a day off.
I still can't believe it. But did you see Susan?
Yes. Yes, she's taken it incredibly well. Almost light-hearted. It's quite surprising.
Poor Rex. He'll never know how it ended.
What ended?
The test match.
How can you talk about cricket at a time like this?
Yes, you're quite right, Mr. Fletcher. I'm sorry. When the great umpire in the sky raises his finger...
Shut up, Bert! No, I shall miss him. I've never said this to anyone before, but I thought he was a fine little chap.
It's a pity you didn't tell him that when he was alive.
Yes, I never quite appreciated him, Carol. I never even allowed him first-class rail fare.
Well, he'll be travelling first class now, JF.
I hope so, Harry. The thing is, what are we going to do?
Well, we could clear his desk out.
Have you no feelings, Harry? Yes, you're quite right, we could. See if there's any last documents. Here's a note. It is in his handwriting, but I can't read it. My eyes are too misty. Carol, please.
It says, stop looking in this drawer, big nose.
Dear old Rex. Same impish sense of humour right to the end. Put those grapes down, Burke. Well, the least we could do is to attend the funeral.
What? Do you think we should?
Yes, of course. International rentals will be represented in force. Now, I must go and compose myself. Would you come through, Karen?
Harry,
Yeah.
do you believe in a life after death?
Oh, yes. Look at Fletcher.
No, do you think we'll ever see Rex again?
I'm sure we will.
Oh, I don't feel so bad then. Do you think we could split them grapes?
Get off.
Run out. I'll be back in a minute. Rex, what are you hiding out here for? We're almost ready to go.
I'm not hiding. Fletcher hasn't come back, has he?
I told you he just called in to pay his respects. Now stop watching the cricket and come and help.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Mr. Prentice is short of bearers. He wants you to help carry the coffin.
Oh, well, that's charming. Now we know why he's so cheap. I mean, carry your own coffin. I mean, I'm not supposed to do any lifting.
Neither am I.
Would you make an exception for Uncle Jack? Oh, that would be Mother.
No.
What do you want?
We felt it only fitting. We feel that the least we could do is to take the last walk with a dear friend, Susan.
Oh, you better come in then. Have a nice time, Harold.
Nice day for it.
Oh. Well, it might be a bit nippy up there, so come and have a sherry. I've had two already. I'm a bit sick of hearing.
See what I mean?
Yes. In fact, we're short of bearers. Of course, he never had any money, you know. He used to drink it all. Cheers.
Poor Rex.
I feel sorry for him, really, not being able to listen to the cricket. You haven't got a very big glass, but you want a bit more than that.
Susan,
Yeah.
we'd consider it an honour and a privilege if we could bear the coffin.
JF.
No, it's our solemn duty, Harry.
Thank you, Mr. Fletcher. Come on, Carol. Now, you come and tell
Mrs. Mason, do you think I could...
Stay here. Gentlemen, would you take that side, please? Come on.
Thank you very much.
This way. Let's get rid of these trestles. I had no idea he was so heavy. Right. Ready? Careful, we'll smash something! Trust Rex to get into this awkward position. Burke, go and get some help.
Right. Do you know what the score is?
He needs 70. 3 wickets left.
You think they'll do it in time?
Oh, I don't know. The wicket's taking spin. What's it to me?
Can I touch you?
What do you want, Bert?
Mr. Fletcher wants round with your coffin.
Oh, he's here, is he? I suppose the game's up. All right, come on.
Mr. Fletcher? Mr. Fletcher!
Shut up, Burke! Get around the front here.
All right.
That's no good. He's too short. We'll have it over. Get up on your toes.
Yeah, I'm doing my best, JF.
Rex,
Oh, JF, I'm feeling much better now.
Amateurs! Don't just stand there. We better get him back in.
He's not the deceased.
No, he's a mourner.
Is he? It's hardly worth his while going home.